Hey, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they play out live. Market opens up here in about 12 minutes, so I will keep you updated. All right, the markets are now open. Watching ARWR out of the opening gates. So let's see how this one wants to play out in the first minute of the day. Relatively big spread on it. Okay, good. Getting a bounce to the upside. So let's now see if this bounce wants to run out of steam. So what was that low? So I'm going to keep a close eye on it, and I will keep you updated. All right, looking like this one wants to come down here, potentially break through 62. So I am short there at 62. So let's see if it can get the break of that. If it can, that should flush down nicely. So again, looking for the 62 break. And 62, that key level, it needs to be broken down through. So 62 on the bid, there's the break. Should move nicely now. Not moving as nicely as I thought. I was looking for a much bigger flush, so I still have 500 shares. But I lightened up on that position just because, yeah, it did not move like I thought it would. So we'll see if it can give it another go to the downside. So trying again. All right, all out there, $82. Don't like how that breakdown was playing out. I was looking for a bigger flush. Let's go check on Roku here. So it is what it is. I mean, I made money from it, but not. All right, let's see. What is that? 151. I do like that as potential breakout point up there if it can get back up to that point. Let me get this alerted to the room. Right now, pulling back here a little bit, but yeah, if Roku can get up to that area at 151, looks quite interesting. So there we are, $82, but yeah, not just, I don't want to call it a failed trade, just not a trade like I was wanting to see it act. All right, looking like WDAY wants to potentially move down here and get through that 165 mark. So I am short here at 165.46. Again, looking for the break of 165. Well, so far it's holding strong. Again, let's see if it can break down through that area. Again, 165, key break. There's the break. Just not how I want to see bigger movements. I want to see the price flush. Just didn't happen. So I'm out for $122. So I'm winning. It's just not acting the way I want to see it act. And maybe I just need to give a little bit more time. But on that, key break of the 165, I wanted to see it just get moving, and it didn't. So I'm out. We'll see what else I can find. Update on ARWR here. It did go slightly below that 62 mark, but you can see now bouncing upwards. So as of now, I might be interested again down around 61.50 if the price can get down to that area, because especially if this bounce here fails to go any higher. But you know, I definitely feel good about that. I was looking for it to behave in a certain way. It didn't behave in the way I thought it would, and then now you see the bounce here. So like I said, might be interested at 61.50. Let's see what else I can find. Have an order at 145.35 here on Roku. And it hesitated. So at this point, going down to 145.05 to try to buy this pullback. So again, 145.05. I'll keep an eye on it. I have an order at 62.30. 500 shares to go short. Oh, how high did it go there? Went as high as 62.25. So 5 cents away. So disappointing, because I think this thing might, has a chance to roll back over, which it would have been a nice trade already. I mean, it's back down below 62. But yeah, 5 cents away from where I wanted to get in. Bummer. Have an order at 8.35, 1,500 shares here of PTGX. I'll keep an eye on it. Have an order to go short at 108.50. Oh, and it just stopped. So we'll go up to 108.95 now instead. Again, if you're not familiar with my screen, the highest it went was literally, well, now it's beyond there. But before that, the highest it went was 48, I think. But let's see if it can get up to 95. All right, with the way it's hesitating, I'm going to go up there to 109.25 now, because I need it to be surging up into my order. Don't want a slow, steady, methodical move. I want it to get up there quickly. So we'll see if it can get up above 109 or not. I'm now at 109.35, so looking for a very fast movement with a break of 109. So I just want to be part of those stop losses. When those stop losses are going off, that's where I want to be entering into the trade, because you know there's stop losses beyond 109. But so far, so good. To those people that, were short and putting their stops above 109, they've been right. It's held strong. And, yeah, maybe it'll roll back over some more. But I'll keep an eye on it. So, again, I missed the movement up. But right there, 109.32. 3 cents short. You saw I had my order in there at 109.35. So, yeah, once again, it got up close, but not close enough. And now it's pulling back down. So yeah, this one starting to get a little annoying. All right, this one's looking like it might want to go, but honestly, I have no idea. So I'm just going really small here because let me get my stop loss in. Because like I said, I'm just not quite sure. So, but I think it's got a chance, but I'm not going to risk a whole lot either. So stop in at, so I'm risking right around $30-ish, maybe $40 with slippage. So I think this thing wants to potentially pull back some more, maybe even get down below 62. But like I said, it's not, there's not a whole lot of volume right now. So it very well may not play out, but I'm willing to risk $30 because if this thing actually goes in my favor, I can make a whole lot more than $30 on it. If it acts like I think it potentially could, if it can break down through the 62.15-ish area, and then even if it, goes down and revisits those lows at 61, that could be pretty interesting. But like I said, it's also holding up decently right here. Like I said, right around $30, $40, potentially with slippage. I'm willing to risk it. But the idea here is that I have the opportunity to, what I think, to make a whole lot more than $30. But if not, I'm still going to be green on the day. So even with the loss, it's not like I'll be shopping for a cardboard box for my family as we search for a bridge to live underneath. So that's the current status. I'll keep an eye on it, and if it looks like I'm either going to get stopped out or if it starts to go in my favor, I'll get the video rolling. And I should have noted the other reason for the 100 shares, volume much, much lower than what it was over here. So things just, and slippage becomes that much more of a problem when you have larger share sizes. So that's why also the decrease. So for those two reasons, I have a, it's logical to me that it could happen. It could, break down through there, but also not quite sure. And then you factor in the volume situation. So yeah, just bringing it down to $100. And then of course, I guess that third layer, which is true too. I'm green on the day, so I'm not going to, risk putting anything. So there we go. Let's see if it can break. What is that? 62.15. Going to be that truer break right there. Can it break through that level? So I think that if it can break down through 62.15, then it's got a chance to get down through 62. But that's not a good sign. Failed breakdown. Now we're getting a hammer candle here. Not a good sign. Not a guarantee that I'm going to get stopped out, but definitely not a good sign to see a hammer candle form at that attempted breakdown. So as of right now, I'm thinking I'm going to be losing the $30, $30, $40, but, and there it is right there. So, all right, that one didn't quite work out, and as expected, that hammer candle right there, that was not a good sign. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. I actually have a podcast that I need to get recorded. If you're not aware, I do offer a podcast, the Stock Trading Reality Podcast. So that's on iTunes, Spotify, or you can just go to claytrader.com/podcast if you're interested in learning more about that. But I got to do that. And I know just a couple days ago, I posted a video about, $2,000 in like 90 minutes. So just keep in mind, these mornings also happen. And you know what? It doesn't make you a bad trader. It doesn't make you a moron. Just sometimes things don't go quite the way you want them to go. And it's not, and obviously I don't say that and therefore you blow up your entire account. No, it just, you end up with $173. So like I said, from a reference point, if you follow the live trades, the last live trade I did was, talking about $2,000 and how I made $2,000 in like 90 minutes. Here we're at not quite an hour, but I'm at $173. So you know what? As much as I wish I could sit here and say that, and every single morning you're going to make thousands of dollars. Boy, that would be great. But at least for me, that's not the case. So I don't know, maybe for some people they do make thousands upon thousands of dollars every day. But for me, yeah, sometimes you can have great days, but just at the end of the day, control your risk and, manage your positions. And, it is what it is. These mornings happen. So maybe that's what I'll kind of name this video. These mornings happen. These days happen to all traders where things just don't quite go your way. And what do I mean by not quite go your way? Well, that's what I love about this video is I can actually show you what not quite go your way means is the movements just didn't, produce in the speed at which I wish they would have. And then on this one, it made sense. Got the little bit of a breakdown here. But then as you saw me call, didn't like that hammer candle that formed, and then within the next 10 seconds was totally wiped out of the trade. Well, not wiped out, but taken out of the trade for a $32 loss. So I will survive. But yeah, that's all I have. If you enjoy these videos, I know this one wasn't the most exciting, but honestly, these are the most important ones because this shows the nitty-gritty details of how trading is. But if you enjoy these, hit that like button, leave a comment down below. Also, check out the channel as a whole. There's a lot more than just these live trade videos. So if you're somebody that's interested in just, the stock market or just kind of hustling and grinding, making money, building wealth, and all that good stuff, then yeah, check out the channel and hopefully you decide to subscribe to it. But if nothing else, hit that like button, leave me a comment down below, and hopefully you decide to subscribe to the channel. Everybody take care. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.